Okay, so as you can see, all my details, the four I have on this wall, are all empty. I cleaned these yesterday, took everything out of them, wiped them down with some Windex, got them looking real nice and clean and shiny, because these things get dirty really easy, guys. So what I want to do is I want to reorganize the shelves. That's why I took everything out, not only to clean, but because I want to switch it up, put figures on different shelves, pose them a little differently. And this is where all my Hot Toys and Sideshow reside. This is their home, these four detolfs right here. I'm actually thinking of making a huge move pretty soon and moving all of the figures on that wall, which is just too much, over to this wall. And then moving those four detolfs along with my two detolfs with Dragon Ball Z figures on that wall. And that way I will have this whole wall over here where these detolfs are freed up. So I can put my desk there, because I did have my desk in here just in the corner, had no room, as well as throwing art up on the wall because I don't have any of my art displayed and it sucks. Besides my Rebels poster, which is signed by the whole cast. I love that piece, got that at Celebration. Can't wait for the next Celebration, guys. But let's get into this video. I've talked too much. Let's get into some Hot Toys and some Sideshow. Okay, so the first one we will start with is fitting because it was my first 1/6 figure. It is the Hot Toys Shock Trooper. Still one of my favorites. I love the Shock Trooper, love Battlefront. Really love the look of this guy. So I'm going to give him a new pose, find a shelf. And honestly, I'll probably be switching these guys as I go. Like I might put him on a top shelf, and then as I put a new figure up, I want him to go to the next shelf. So such a good looking figure. Gonna throw him up in the detolf right now. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pose up the two figures that are going on each shelf, then I'll show you the shelf. So I'm gonna put the basic white Stormtrooper with the Shock Trooper, so I'm gonna pose him up. All right, so I got the Stormtrooper and the Shock Trooper in the detolf. Like I said, this might not be permanent, we will see. I just kind of want to throw them up, switch them up a little bit, because I know these guys were like over there. They look cool though, I like it. Next, we will do Luke, because this is one of my favorites, Jedi Luke. Such a good looking figure, man. The deluxe version was just recently announced, and I'm probably going to get that one too, just because I have the speeder bike on pre-order. I have like one more payment left to get it, and then I want to get a Scout Trooper, so I think I'm going to get like a Scout Trooper and then have like Luke on the back of Jack in the, pause. So I'm going to have Luke in his indoor gear because the deluxe version comes with his indoor gear as well. I'm going to have him on the back of the bike, GTA style, kicking the Scout Trooper off the speeder bike. So I think that'll be cool. I'm actually not going to change his pose at all because I really like this one. He's fairly new, so I'm not tired of this pose at all yet. So let's find a spot for him. Okay, so originally I had my Jedi Luke with my Anakin just because they look so good in the robes. I'm a little bummed that the exclusive Anakin with the Sith eyes, which is this one right here, didn't come with a regular base. He came with the droid base that him and Obi-Wan were standing on in their duel on Mustafar. And it's an awesome base, lights up. It looks amazing. That pops off. The wired stand fits in there so he can stand on it. But then he's too tall for a detolf. And as of now, I'm keeping him in a detolf. Let's take a look at Anakin. This is one of the coolest Hot Toys. Look at those eyes, dude. It's so menacing. Love this figure. So, I'm going to throw him up here. And they are getting the top shelf treatment, baby. Guys, these figures rock. I love them. I love them. So let me put his base in there. I don't know where I'm going to put it. That works. So that's that top shelf. Let's get into the next one. What do I want to do next? I think I'm going to do Han and Chewie. So let me pose up Han and Chewie, and I'll throw them up in a detolf. Keeping Han like this, because that pose is just great. But I did just kind of switch up the body posture a little bit. Chewbacca doesn't really fit in the detolf. You got to angle his head down just to really fit. I'm going to try to get some better light on these guys. Alright, so I was able actually to straighten Chewie up a little bit. So he kind of just looks like he's in there standing straight up, which is cool. I'm probably going to do my Sideshows last because most of them are going to go towards the bottom. Honestly, I'm thinking of doing a raffle for these three, which I think Kit Fisto and Plo Koon are two of the coolest Sideshows they did. Like, I just love the alien figures. And the Obi-Wan is based off like the animated series one, so I get it doesn't really look like him. But I have some plans for that figure if I don't sell it. But it's an awesome figure. I mean, these were three of my first sideshows. Because they're rather affordable. They're like 100, 120, 150, something like that. They're not bad compared to like Hot Toys and some older sideshows like the clones. Next, I'm going to do Princess Leia, Farm Boy Luke, and Obi-Wan. Not sure how I'm going to do it, but those are the next three I want to fit in the DTOF. All right, we got Farm Boy Luke right here. He is awesome. He came with a lot of accessories. Really dig that. He has the light up arm feature with the saber. Looks awesome all lit up. He is also going to get the top shelf treatment because Luke is one of my favorite characters, guys. So, got to show him love. Now, this is legitimately in my top three as well. It's probably him, Jedi Luke, and Anakin. Just look at this face. My God. Is that not amazing? This is one of the best Hot Toys they've done. Like, that sculpt looks so good. He's actually jumped up in price in the last year and a half. He's pretty pricey these days, so not going to switch up his pose either. I like him. Might move his lightsaber, so hold on 1 minute. I like his hood. It's like tattered up compared to Anakin's and the Jedi Luke. It's just tattered and it looks worn like it should, as well as his sleeves, as you can see. Looks awesome next to Luke, and I actually have a bonus item that's going to go in between them. When I got this piece, I always said I would display it in my DTOF. It is Anakin Skywalker's hilt, which is passed down to Luke, which is what Luke is holding with this Hot Toys figure. This is the Disney Parks exclusive one, which is kind of like the Black Series FX lightsabers. But the blade is removable, and it comes with this awesome little stand, and I'm going to put it in the DTOF behind them. Okay, so we got Luke, the lightsaber hilt, and Obi-Wan. Great figure. So far, the top shelf is almost done. And so far, I don't think anything's going to get moved. We'll see, though. I have three different Leias. Got Hot Toys Princess from New Hope. Got the Hoth Leia. Oh, my God, C-3PO. Got the Hoth Leia right there, which is another Hot Toys. And then we have the Bouche Leia in disguise. That is a sideshow piece, but it is very cool. Yeah, so I think I'm going to keep her in this pose, too. I think I'm going to keep her over here. Let's see. Let's see if this one looks good. Here's the Hoth Leia, looking real good. So glad that the Star Wars Hot Toys don't use real hair for the females like they do with Marvel, because I hate that look. I don't want dolls. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they look cool and everything. I just don't like the real hair. I don't want that on my figures, especially my Hot Toys. I just don't want that. Chewbacca is a must, but I think Hot Toys can make a really cool sculpted Chewbacca that would look dead on. Dead on. So they probably should try that. So that's Leia and Leia. I think I'm going to go with my Bobas. I got the animated version, first appearance of Boba Fett. Animated colors from the special. Love this figure. Not going to switch his pose up either. I like it. I pretty much had him pose like that since I bought him, but I really do like it. Love his gun. Love his armor. Love his colors. Love like the Wookiee braids he has. These are so sweet. So, just dead on, man. They did a really good job. Love this figure. And to go with him is going to be a sideshow, not a Hot Toy. That is a Hot Toy. So far, I've only put Hot Toys up, but this is a sideshow. This is Prototype Fett. Prototype Fett's going to go up there, though. This is one of my favorites as well. Just love the armor. Sideshow knocked it out of the park with this one. He is awesome. He fits right in with the Hot Toys. Yeah. Yeah. That looks cool. I love it. So far, here's what we got. Here's what we got. It's looking good. Next figure, I know for a fact I want to get more troopers up. So we're going to do the Scarif Trooper and the Death Trooper. Scarif Trooper is awesome, guys. They're going to go right here. These guys are going to stay the same too. Most of my poses are not going to change much because a lot of these I mess with so often. And if I'm not tired of the pose, I just keep them in it. Death Trooper next. Death Trooper's cool. He lights up. I need to put his batteries in. I actually don't have them in. I had them in when I first bought them, and then I took them out. I try not to leave the batteries in my Hot Toys. All right, so these guys are in here posed. Look at his weapon, though. Look at, like, the gunmetal at the end all burned up from the blaster. Who's next? I think my Sideshow Vader and my Tarkin are next. All right, here is the Sideshow Vader, which is an amazing Sideshow, guys. I do want to get Hot Toys Vader still. There is one up on Sideshow that I really want to buy, and I'm probably going to get him at some point. Was thinking of selling this guy to get the Hot Toys one, but I love this figure. So I'm probably going to hold on to him and just get a Hot Toy as well. All right, so here is my Sideshow Vader displayed with Hot Toys Tarkin. Hot Toys Tarkin is just amazing, guys. It looks so good. This Sideshow Vader lights up, has a little switch in the back. I've actually not taken the batteries out of this guy, which I need to do. But he looks cool. I like him. For being a Sideshow, he's a great piece. I really do want to upgrade to a Hot Toys Vader, though, but I will probably keep him just to display next to another figure. But he looks cool. Turn those off. All right, so I think the next one is going to be Boba Fett coming out of the Sarlacc pit. This was the deluxe version, Sarlacc pit base, which I get is not proportionate to the figure, but it's a base, guys. Okay, so the tentacles on the Sarlacc pit can move as well. So you can like have one wrapped around his leg. This little black piece on the back is just a clamp, clamps around his waist, and then you can kind of display it however you want. I'm going to try to get him kind of low so that he will fit in the DTOF. I think that's enough, and I'm going to still try to have the tentacles going wild because it just looks cool displayed like that. He really is an awesome piece. Got the jetpacks. Got the Sarlacc pit, which is an awesome touch. Just a really cool deluxe. Alright, so there he is in the DTOF. Gonna maybe move him around like this. And then put Balsk next to him. Balsk is a Sideshow. Was super happy to get this figure because, like I said, guys, Sideshow does an excellent job with their aliens. This looks great. So there's that shelf. We got the Hot Toys R2-D2, which has light up features as well, but I don't have his batteries in. I do have the batteries in C-3PO, though, because he's rather new. Some people really hate on this. I like it. I don't know why people hate it so much. I think it's a really cool figure. It's a good stand-in until we get a Hot Toys. All right, so there's C-3PO and R2 on their respected shelf. That little Star Wars plaque is the remote for R2-D2. And I also have already figured out that I am going to change some things, guys, because I haven't put any of my Sideshow clones up yet, and I don't want them at the very bottom. I want them up top. All right, just taking a step back, examining everything, making sure I like where it's at. And I'm thinking about moving the Leias down, moving C-3PO and R2 down, and putting the clones right there. Okay, so here's the deal. Now that I'm looking at what's left, Boushh Leia in disguise has nowhere to go. So she will be going with the other two Leias like it was displayed before. Except they're going to be all moved. They're going to this shelf. So there's Boushh Leia in disguise. Really cool figure. Tattered clothes. Just awesome. All my Leias together. I like that. I like the way it looks. Alright, so here are the clones. These are some of my favorite 1/6 figures. I love these figures. I want more. Sideshow killed it with the clones. They are so detailed. I think I am going to put Wolf with him. So let me go get Wolf. Look at them. Yeah, buddy. They look good. They look good. Look at Padme peeping. What up, Padme girl? But yeah, they look awesome. Very cool. I'm going to put the other clones right there. I love Neo. Such a cool commander. Such a cool figure. I have him posed like this because I did a picture with him recently on my Instagram. Go check it out at Toy Bills. He will be going right here. Probably on the right side. Alright, then we got Bakara, which I need to repose him. Alright, so it was just a little minor tweak to Bakara, and then I threw up Gree. So now I got them three in there. So there's the clones. I really want more of them. There are some more Sideshow clones that I really want to get, but I am really excited, like I said, for the Hot Toys Cody and Airborne Trooper. This is Luke in the X-Wing pilot gear, and I wish his helmet wasn't so difficult to put on, because I would take it off to show you this head sculpt. This head sculpt is better than the Farm Boy Hot Toys. Hands down. This head sculpt looks amazing. I love this head sculpt. Sideshow did a great job with him. I had him displayed with C-3PO and R2, and he looks really good with them. But because I have 4 open shelves in the DTOF, I'm going to give him his own shelf. But once I get more figures, he's definitely one that will pop in with them because he just looks good next to R2. Definitely does. And C-3PO looks cool next to him as well. So he's just going to go right here. So there's Luke. It was a bummer. He didn't come with a lightsaber. He didn't come with a pistol. Came with a bunch of different hands, though. And that head sculpt looks amazing. But it's cool. It's cool for what it is. It's nice to have a representation of Luke in his X-Wing outfit. All right. Another awesome Sideshow piece right here is Darth Malgus from the Old Republic. That face sculpt, though. Like, he's scary. Look at them eyes. Especially when the face mask is off, but I like him with the face mask more. But his eyes are just insane. Especially for this being a Sideshow. They did a great job. Like, the head sculpt is on point. Such a cool piece. I wish we'd get some Hot Toys Old Republic stuff. But that'll never happen. That shelf, I think, always looks pretty cool, these 3. Just a cool shelf. All right, there it is. Once I get my Sideshow speeder bike and my Scout Trooper, I'm going to have that piece up here, as well as my Darkside Anakin on his base. I'm going to take all this stuff down. All these ships are going to go down. As well as my Boba on the Sarlacc pit base. Those are all going to go up there. Since they're big enough pieces and they kind of don't really fit in the DTOF properly, they'll look good and they'll kind of fill that extra space up there. And maybe I'll put some art behind them. Hopefully by the time I get the speeder bike, I'll have all that stuff on that wall. Because the biggest reason I want this wall cleaned off is because I want to put a new desk right there so I can record videos from the desk with a nice backdrop of toys and throw my art up there. So yeah, there it is, guys. Really happy with it. I'll kind of go over each shelf again. Got Vader and Tarkin, Death Trooper, and the Shore Trooper, Darth Malgus, got X-Wing Luke, got the Leias, got the Troopers, Han and Chewie, Luke and Anakin, the Boba boys, got the Bobas. They look awesome. Got Boba and Bosk, got the Jedis. C-3PO and R2, some clones, some more clones, and then Obi-Wan and Luke. That's the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, give this video a big thumbs up, and also let me know in the comments section what is the grail of Hot Toys and or Sideshow that you want. And if you don't have one, what's the one you want the most? Don't forget to subscribe. We are less than 100 subscribers away from 2,000, guys. It floors me. It's awesome. Thank you for sticking with me when I took that big break. And I'll see you in the next one.